The sound delay this time. I restarted everything, so hopefully that's all better. So let's get 11 on the screen. Let's go on the screen. There is our last match. Top fragger 11. Whoo! Don't forget to get your shout out to Unholy OP. Get it over to the Unholy Discord server because tonight is the Unholy $40 Thursday night cash scrims, and they are sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. All you have to do is type in Unholy OP. Take your screenshot over to the Unholy Discord server, put it in the green giveaway, and then your name will go on the wheel of names. Stay there because they do all sorts of really fun stuff for us. Alright, so we're coming in from that western wasteland wall just to the west of Monte Nuevo and following the Monte Nuevo corridor down through Leones and dumping off just to the south side of Puerto Paricio. Whew, that was a lot of that was all in one breath. Yes, I did not breathe there. Looks like we got a lot of happening going up towards that El Pozo area. I see Maiden Nepal right there with the Fearless Four. So they are going to that western edge of El Pozo. And as we see along the Monte Nuevo Leones corridor, you can see that we are splitting off. And I think the power grid may be our first chaos of this match. So we are in match 2 of 4. We do have two more matches after tonight. Almost there. Are headed over to that Leones area. They usually like to go all the way over closer to Impala, so we will see where they end up. But for now, I want to keep an eye on the power grid as well. We do have 3 teams going over to power grid or the area. We've got the Infinity Reapers dropping down. They're already getting some loot. And we also have, I see Nexus OP. I see you floating through that air. Nexus OP for Team Aces. And we got 2 players right on top of each other. So let's see what's going on over here really quick. Fate with a nade already. Phoenix for Team Fate trying to get those nades right up and in. And you can see that our first zone has popped. And we're going to that northeast side. We do have the Infinity Reapers. Oh, 90! No, 90. We can see you right there. So let's see if Phoenix can keep off the teams, because he does have one from the Infinity Reapers right down below him. And he does get one of the Infinity Reapers knocked. And look at this, almost there with underrated Frosty. I don't remember which team for, oh, the Infinity Reapers. So the Infinity Reapers and almost there are in that fight on the eastern side of Leones. So we'll go over there and check in on that on the screen down below. But let's stay here and check in on what happens between Team Fate. And we also have, look at this. Oh, I think we just, Team Aces all the way up here. Let's see what's going on. As Team Aces are pushing right up and in. I think we've only got the 1 player left. And let's see if he can hold on. Team Aces down in that lower right-hand corner as well. And here comes the Exfoliator, the Sandstorms of Miramar, making it easier for them to rotate, but it doesn't last very long, and they do get damage from that. So let's see. Looks like everybody's going to get on out of there, so let's go ahead and check in on that other side, see if we still have any of the fights. We do have a... Hello everyone and a happy Thursday night. Woo, woo. We are so close to the weekend, but right now we are with the Unholy Thursday night $40 cash scrims. Mohammed OP in my chat already. Squirza, hello there. Hello everyone. Settle on in, grab your popcorn, grab your drinks. Tonight's gonna get sweaty. Let's go through these slots before they start without us, although they are just now coming in. In slot 3, Fate Esports. Slot 4, straight out of Brazil and straight to us, straight out of Nepal. Hello, straight out of Nepal. Slot 5, Parasite. Slot 6, almost there. Slot 7, the Fearless 4. Slot 8, Thunder B. Slot 9, we've got to be announced. Woohoo! Ooh, who's the judge? Here come the judge. Here come the judge. 10, Dark Esports. Jay Perunde, my friend. Slot 11, almost there, Academy. Slot 12, Team Entity, Nexus OP, Ace OP. Hello, boys. Hello, hello, hello. 13, we have Alpha 4 Legend. Hello, gang. Yes, zombie. Zombie is the word. Zombie, because that's how I'm feeling. Slot 14, Road to Death. 15 are the 4 Ronins. 16, the Infinity Reapers. Hello, Nehanadi. I see you guys. Slot 17, Socrates Esports. Slot 18, always on top, Spidey. I expect to see you tonight. Slot 19, Finial. 20, Skill of Mind. Oh, there's Spidey. Spidey, wrong slot. One more up. Slot 21, Space Esports. Slot 22, Sin International. Slot 23, Fnatic Esports. 24, the Ex-Prisoners. There you guys go. How is everyone doing today? Oh, we're getting close. Zombie, zombie, zombie. I see the zombies popping into this chat. Let's go. Even Mohammed with the zombies. Let's go. Zombie was my word. Just gotta take a screenshot of that. Get it over to the Unholy Discord server. They are sponsoring a big UC giveaway. Yes, they are. They are so amazing over there. LAG and the staff, make sure you stick around over there. They have lots of fun stuff for us. So great server. Like and subscribe to the broadcast, and don't forget to share with your friends, family. Also chat for more future content notifications. Mohammed OP chat. OP. Alright, guys, let me know if we have a sound delay. I don't know why it likes to delay at the very start of the stream every week, but we'll see. We shall see what is happening. Maybe a little sound delay. Maybe I should start it. I'll start that as soon as we get into the match. Maybe we'll be back in the match when I switch over to that map stream. Who should we jump with tonight? Ooh, we got Big Daddy. Big Daddy in the house. Alright, what is going on, Wagoon? I see you. Oh, we got a Rexy, a Tippa. Hello, Tippa. 6-4. Oh, here we go, guys, and I will restart my device. Maybe we will not have a stream delay, or a sound delay, sorry. We do have a stream delay. It's 3 minutes, so 3 minutes from now, you'll be hearing me talking about restarting my device. Let me go ahead and do this. Actually, I'm going to just go ahead and do this right here. That way you guys don't have to see this part. don't have to see me restarting it. Alright, come on. We are not loading very fast. There we go, guys. There we go. Let me go ahead and restart. Hopefully get that off of there. We'll just go ahead and jump with Fate. Let's see. Not in the match just yet. We're almost there, guys. Almost. Hurry up. Hurry. Go. Alright, rejoin the match. There we go. Let's see. Is this better? Hopefully this is better, guys. Hopefully you do not have the sound delay now. Let's see. Cha-cha, wow. Cha-cha, wow. We are jumping with him for Team Fate because I'm trying to get the background stuff going so that we have a good stream. How's that? Alright, let's go, guys. Our very first flight path of tonight. First of 4. We're coming in over the top of Severny, going down over Rossock, the school area, Pachinki, and to the western side of the military base. And I do think that most of the AFKs will be swimming with the fishes. So no chicky nuggies for Alpha for Legend. we know that they like it. Hello, Sultan. Hello, how are you tonight? Hello, Sultan. Make sure you type zombie in the chat. Click that link to go over to the Discord server and put your screenshot in the green giveaway. Get your name on the free UC. I really like the way this plane looks. This plane is sharp. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else is going on. I feel like we got some teams headed over towards... Looks like we have Finial and the Fearless 4 over in Severny. We've got... Which team is this? Team 22, Sin International. They're headed over toward Jansnaya with almost there. Our first zone is popped and we're going up to that northern side. So all these teams that you see coming down into Military Base Island, they're all going to have to come right on back across that bridge. But let's get on over here to Severny because the fight has already started and we've already lost Finial Chris. Oh, we got Gold Mind over here. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Mind. Mr. Mind is straight across from all of them with the Fearless 4. I'm going to get them to change their name yet. Every week I call them the Fantastic 4. Frag. Is this really you, Mr. Fragger OP? Is that you? I see you with an elimination. Oh, the Fanatics are also in a fight, so we're going to have to check in on that. Let's see what's going on with this duo. Let me see if I can figure out where this fight is going on. It looks like it's going on down at the Farm Entity. Team Entity in that fight. So we got straight out of the pot. We got all sorts of chaos going down at that. Goddess! Hello, Goddess! Goddess! OB in my chat, guys. So let's go. Let's check in on the four ex-prisoners. The ex-prisoners down and out to just 4 CS quiet. They're all right over here with Alpha 4 Legend, not too far away from Fanatics. Fanatics, one of them were knocked, and I'm not sure if they'll be... It looks like they're going to go and pick him up. They should be able to, though, straight out of Nepal, not too far away from that. And I thought I saw something going on with straight out of Nepal, but it looks like they're doing just fine. Headed over to their Milk the Drop where they like to go. We got some chaos. We got chaos going on in every direction over here. Entity is down to SOP and Mr. Flash. Mr. Flash, you were right over here with Parasite. Parasite on that backside. SOP with that Tommy gun. Ooh! We're down to, let's see what's going on with Mr. Flash. Next SOP trying to get that Raspberry back up, and look at Mr. Flash taking those shots over at Tippa. Tippa right down in the chopsticks in front of Mr. Flash. Mr. Flash throwing those nades up and over to be announced with Ollie's on top. So we got fights going off everywhere. So this nade might be good on the Tippa. Woohoo! What a nade by Mr. Flash. So all of Team Entity should be back up on their feet, but let's get on over to Ollie's on top. Ollie's on top over here with to be announced, and we do have all four both teams still up and in it. We got Blaze across the way. Ollie's on top, Sun going down to Blaze, and this guy right here, Bob #1. Ooh, that nade by Claus. Claus coming up and around and says, hello there, peekaboo. Peekaboom. That is Claus. Claus does not say boo. He says boom. There you have it. Claus getting an elimination, and so does Blaze. And now Ollie's on top. Down to just 2 players. We got player 2, speaking of 2s, and Zeron. What is Zeron doing? Zeron is watching as the to be announced are coming right up and in. Judges, if he had that nade, would be right up and in on top of Zeron. And Ronan's and skill of mine over there in the fight, and I think Blaze can almost see straight across onto him. Yes, he is paying attention. He knows where they are. And let's see what else is happening. We also have Valak. What you doing, Valak? Are you in their house? No, he is right next door, though. He can hear those footsteps. Hey, beautiful, I just finished eating. I finished eating a little while ago. I still have spaghetti breath. There you go. Zombies. Here's some garlic for you. Ooh, Valak right there, always on top. Player 2 getting that cheeky peek. And now they are coming right up the stairs, right at him. Skill of mine still in that fight with the 4 Ronans. And now it looks like player 2 hopping on out. And we're down to just a duo over here for always on top. As all 4 of them from to be announced are pushing right up in. We still are a duo. So while we watch this for a second, let me go ahead and fix your map, because I know you guys really don't want it that far off. There we go. A little better to give you guys an idea of what's happening. I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there really quick to give you guys a better view of where your teams might be, because we still have 17 teams in this, even with all of these nades and fights. My Instagram is on the screen right in front of you if you want to pay attention underneath that. Whoa, right up and into Blaze's DB as player 2 does get Valak, but now there he goes, and all 4 of them from to be announced will be continuing on into stage 2. Let's check in on where this next zone is going. We are centering around Yasnaya, and it does look like almost there, and there we go, the Fantastic 4. We got the Fanatics over here. What all is happening? We got Team 13 Alpha 4 Legend down in that OP dip, and we got Fanatics Shaggy on that prone spray, trying to get him on down there. That hill glitch, just keeping him out of that. Alright, let's go. Shaggy does need to come up and around, but Shaggy is a solo, and now he is getting pushed by all of them from Alpha 4 Legend. So he's going to need to rotate on out of there. You can see that Alpha 4 Legend pushed right up on that hill. And now it does look like maybe they're chasing him on down. The Infinity Reapers are also in a fight, and I think that's Team Fate. Yes, it is. They should be coming down out of that that Severny area, but I don't see where they rotated, guys. Let's see. Are they right up in here? Isaiah. Let's go. Road to death over here at the Starboard compound. And they got almost there. The Academy team coming up and around them. Oh, the Infinity Reapers. They are all the way down here on a military base. We still have all these teams on the military base island trying to come up and in. Always on top. Spidey, I see you, Spidey, in that fight going on. So now we still have Nehan. Nehan is the last one still remaining as Team Fate Esports. Fate Esports on this push coming up and around. And he gets one of them blasted right on out of that car seat swap a ninja from across the way. Chow wow wow is going to be able to get picked back up in there up to 4 eliminations. Alright, Fanatic Shaggy over here is still trying to stay away from Alpha 4 Legend, as Alpha 4 Legend is in the process of gatekeeping. But they do have Team 8 coming up and over the top of them. Thunder Beast coming in, and Zaza Noob does need a new vehicle. This vehicle has seen a much better days. Where's the Hitman? Hello, Hitman. If you are out there in my YouTube world, hello, big fan. Alright, guys, they are on their rotation. Look at Shaggy. Shaggy cannot stay away. Shaggy's going to have to stop and fight this fight with Alpha 4 Legend. Alpha 4 Legend, he poked that wasp pipe just a bit too much. Alpha 4 Legend says, you want some? Here we come. Oh, right up and over the top of that. Alpha 4 Legend catching up with the Shaggy. Alright, guys, what else is going on? We are down to the 13 teams, so now let's go ahead and put this map back up there. Let me know if you guys are having any sound issues or if there's a team you want to check in on. But all you people with that zombie in the chat, make sure you put your screenshot in the green giveaway channel in the Unholy Discord. I do have it pinned up at the top. It is easy peasy. Alright, 2B announced is starting to come on out, and they may run into Dark Esports. It looks like Dark Esports coming up and across over towards the Cube area. So if they stay too long, they're going to have Valak, Claus, Blaze, and the Judge. Here come the Judge. Here come the Judge. I have no idea where I'm getting that guy. I just remember that as some sort of maybe cartoon. I don't know if you guys have any idea where my brain pulls these stuff. It's TikTok somewhere. He come the Judge. Here come the Judge. Does that remind anybody of anything? What am I thinking of? Alright, Entity on a 2-2 split. This is very interesting for Team Entity. So we've got 2 across on both sides of the gas station. The West Bridge area. You can see that the other 2 are already up on the cliff side. So we got Mr. Flash and Deep over here. And so we got Ace OP and oh, they're checking the Stauber compound, the hilltop compound of Stauber. We do have a road to death in there. Ace OP, and now Alpha 4 Legend found the Big Daddy all the way down here. AOT. There you go. There's Spidey in my chat. I knew I'd see you soon. Alpha 4 Legend right on over here, trying to get those shots onto Team Fate. Let's see what's going on with Team Fate. Team Fate. Oh, chow wow. Cha wow down. So now it is up to Ninja. Ninja, what are you gonna do? Your team is up to 5 eliminations, but you are the solo getting on out of the Alpha 4 Legend Chaos. Got this, OP. Got this, OP. Alright, let's get on over to Thunder Beast one more time, because I see Thunder Beast has them coming in from different directions, so there may be some chaos going on for them. I think you guys have seen that map screen plenty long enough. Let me get that back in here. Oh my goodness, I'm too busy reading my chat and seeing what you guys are getting on about. So let's go. Let's see what is happening. It looks like we're just gonna come in across. This is not a bad place for Thunder Beast, but they do have almost there the Academy team and not too far away. And we got Zaza Noob right on here, and they are paying attention to Noob, so maybe Noob can take him on down so Thunder Beast can have some chicky nuggies coming on in. Usually when I find that I got a squad right behind me, I'm screaming, coming in hot, coming in hot. Let's go. Let's check in on Road to Death, because I feel like Team Entity up here is torturing them from trying to get on out. Deep already up on that off angle. And Hussein does know that Deep is up there. So, Entity, Team Entity, really doing some work here. They are all getting into their positions. They've got their cross angles all taken care of. They got their sight lines over onto their teammates. They are far enough away to take the long range. I like it, Team Entity, but you guys know I like Team Entity anyway. Let's check in on Nexus OP. Nexus OP, what you doing over here? Alright, so Nexus coming up, trying to get those angles right in and across. And all they're waiting for, guys, is a knock. And as soon as one of these guys gets a knock, we will be seeing some movement. And then when they get the movement, they'll be headed on back into zone. We are in stage 3, so they don't have a lot more time for Road to Death to come on out. Look at this. Here comes the blue wave. Are they gonna push Road to Death out? I think Nexus has the best position for the views on where they're coming, but don't forget we got Deep up on that mountain. Look at that, right on out of that car, and he's going to be able to get the elimination. If not, then one of his teammates over on that western edge should be able to get the elimination. Now the rest of them are coming right up and in onto Deep, and Deep is right up this hill with this other angle, trying to get these shots right on down. He's getting them all down to about half health, but now Deep has to go ahead and do the rotation as well. Deep did get one of them out. Ooh, Deep. What a spray. What a spray from the top of the hill. So I think Entity OP up, or Team Entity up to 6 eliminations, and now Road to Death heading on down and right on through the center of Yasnaya, and they both made it through Yasnaya. But of course they've got James Bond in the lead, 007, the Spy International, just slid his way right on through that Yasnaya. Alright, what else do you want to see? Let's head on over to always on top, Spidey! Spidey coming up and around. And he gets Dark. He's there in a fight with Dark, and we are down to just Wrecked over here. Wrecked your team. Our team. Alright, so now what are you going to do, Wrecked? You got to get on over towards that zone because you guys are pretty far to the western edge. Yeah, get in that car and get on out of there, Spidey, you big meanie. Alright, let's go. Let me go ahead and put the map screen up there just for a second or two so you guys can check in on if your team is still in this. The teams are pretty separated. They are pretty dynamic over here. Wrecked coming right up and in on this, trying to get the team swap, but Road to Death gets wrecked out of the vehicle. That is a very confusing statement to make. Road to Death gets wrecked. Alright, so now let's see what's going on over here. Ooh, Valak with the motor. What you gonna do? Right on down on the Fearless 4. Fragger OP! Fragger OP incoming mortar! Here he goes. Push whoosh. Right up and over on 2. Let's see what's going on with Fragger OP. Oh, he's in the vehicle. He is getting on out of there, trying to stay out of the spray from Road to Death. Road to Death trying to hold this dip down. And he is trying to get some tires squished on that Porsche. So now that poor Porsche's gonna have to get scrubbed again. Alright, what else is happening? Here come the judge. Here come the judge. I just saw the judge up on that rim, and he sees Spidey. Always on top, Spidey. He sees you from this angle. Man! Here come the judge. Here come the judge. If anybody can help me figure out what the heck is stuck in my head, please let me know. I have no idea where that is from. I just feel like it's a cartoon or something. Claus! Where did you go, Claus? Alright, so now let's go ahead and scroll on in. We are getting closer. We are in stage 5, the stage of anarchy. So we got 9 teams in just a matter of seconds. We will be down to the top 4 teams. So hold your breath, because here comes the chaos. We do have, let's see, a few teams already up on this ridge line. The judge trying to get some of those angles over onto the Fearless 4 across the way. Judge is in zone. If you look at the mini map up in the upper right, you can see that he is. And we got straight out in the ball, Spence. Spence going down on the other side. Let's see, can we get him back up? It does look like S is trying to get him big back up. Wolfie, you do need to come on in, but it looks like Wolf is paying attention to Space Esports right above him. Space right on that ridge. Do you see him behind that rock? You know he's there, don't you? Those Spider Wolfie senses going off, Spider. Always on top, Spidey. I'm starting to give everybody your name. And now look at this, coming right up in the past. Entity Deep. Deep is the last one still standing for Team Entity. They are up to 6 eliminations, but he is just trying to hold down this dip. As here comes the Thunder Beast. Thunder Beast of beer right up and over. Lost it. Oh, 11 was ready for him to come right up and over that ridgeline. Look at this. He heard all that chaos going on. He's using this ridgeline over here by the Alamo to try to make sure that he gets many of those helmets off the top of their heads. And almost there, Wiz coming right up and over onto, I think this was this Deep? I have no idea who was right on over here, but here comes straight out in a pile. Wiz is down to 1 HP. 11 trying to come up behind him. 11 is now getting chewed up, trying to throw those smokes right up and over, trying to get the sight lines off from straight out in Nepal. Wolf right in front of him. Spence right in front of him. Lost in, still throwing those nades right up and over. So let's see. I gotta get back to work. Bye. Bye, goddess. Thank you so much. Now let's see if I can give you guys a sky view of what is going on. We do have this road splitting everything right on down the middle. We have the straight out of Nepal, Lost in, oh, Wolfie. Let's see if we can get on over to Wiz on that main screen. There you go. And let's see what's going on, because we're down to the top 3 teams. We have straight out of Nepal on the east side. Almost there, Wiz and 2B announced on that western side. So Wiz on the wrong side of that road. So now look at this. We do have the final 5 players in this. We've got 2B announced on that western side of the road, and a huge split between straight out of Nepal. And now here they come right up in on the Wolf. Wolf has him coming right on top of him, and now we are down to just the solo. Is just down to Spence over here, and there he goes. To be announced. Here come the judge with 5 of the 9 eliminations for to be announced. Coming in second, straight out of Nepal with 10 eliminations. Almost there. Coming in third with 10 eliminations. You sweaty boys at first through third. Here's the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15, 16 through 18, 19 through 21, and 22. Going all out, the Iceman. 5 eliminations, 649 damage, and I'm going to have to figure out what team the Iceman was on so we can jump with him when we come right back. I should have some live scores. Don't forget to get your screenshot of your like and zombie comment over to the Unholy Discord server, and I will be right back. A lot of teams over here in Picado as well. We've got the 4 Sexy Frogs, Nexus Alliance, and the Silence. We got to get on over there. We also have the Golden Fire right on top of the Fanatics in Leones. So let me go ahead and put that map back up there so you guys can keep an eye on your team. But for now, I think we should switch on over to the to Picado, because I see a lot of chaos over in Picado as well. So, well, what is happening? Before we get off of the screen, let's just keep an eye on what is going. There you go, Mohammed. Get it on over there. Win yourself some free UC. Get your name on the wheel of names, and it does look like the Infinity Reapers. Let's see what's going on with Nighty over here. Nighty keeping an eye on them. It does look like Team Fate was thinking about rotating on out of there, but watch yourself, Nighty. You got Silent up on that angle. Ooh, got his head down out of that just in time. And now 90 is down to about 5 HP, trying to get down and out of that spray. We got Rags. Rags is on this side, getting pulled up and in. And he finds the big dead D right when we switched on over. So now we got Phoenix still pushing right up and in. Let's check in on Phoenix, trying to get those shots right on through. 90 is still down quite a bit, but Team Fate is down to just a duo now. So look at this. They are eyeball to eyeball. We got Phoenix with Bob right in and across the way. Phoenix is just going to get on out of there. I think they're going to go ahead and try to pull on back just a little bit, but let's see where's Silent. Looks like Silent got a vehicle, might be able to get them out now. We do have Dark Esports and Urza Esports also in this fight. And, oh, Phoenix, look at this. Oh, he gets taken down and out as Rags came up and around. And so now we're down to just Silent. Can Silent finish him off? And I think he just got seen by Rags from across the way. 4 Sexy Frogs with the Silence. Oh, we got that big fight going on over in Picado. So I hate to get off of this fight now, but let's see what's happening over here in Picado at the same time. We do have the 4 Sexy Frogs, the Silence, and Nexus Alliance, and they are all starting to crush right up in here. You can see down in that lower right-hand corner where all 3 of these teams are, and all 3 of these teams are pretty beaten up. I'll go ahead and put the map screen up a little bit so you guys can get a better idea of just how low they are. And I think Silent may be able to get on out of here. I'm not sure if we should get on off of here because Silent is trying to creep right up and in. So let's just go ahead and see what's happening with the silence over here. We've got Silent on the screen and the silence over here in Picado. I no longer see the 4 sexy frogs. I think we lost my frogs. And so now we are down to a duo for Nexus Alliance and a duo over here for the Silent Esports. We do have Season back in that 5 stack, but Nova is creeping up and around. You can see that Nova does have quite a bit of damage to him. And so let's see what's happening with 90. Let's switch on over. Oh, we got 2 more teams coming up and in. Team 8 is not too far away. And Indecent as well. So let's stay here with Silent because both of them are down quite a bit in health. And so he may be able to get a 1v3. Kizra! Hello, my beautiful twin. Hello, Kizra. So now he does get 1 knock in. So now it is down to a 1v1 between Silent versus... Oh, and he's trying to get that heal up as it came up and around. And Rags is able to finish that. But we've got Team Aces. Oh, Team Aces coming right up and in onto this fight. And we also have another fight way out in this area. So the Fearless 4 down to just a duo now. I don't know if they're going to be able to pick them up, but we do have Indecent coming up on this backside. So now let's see what else is happening. Oh, and they took him down and out. So we still have Team 19 up on that bridge line. We do have GR, G7, bro. Greenberry OP, Mohammed Berry OP. And it does look like the fantastic. Ooh, GR7 with that nice little spray from the QBZ even. And he still has a duo from Indecent up on this ridge line. They are down to just a duo over here. So now what else is going on? Indecent hooks. There goes Hooks. He does get taken out. Look at this. The elimination feed isn't even keeping up. I'm sorry I left that up there, guys. But let's see what else is going on. We are still going up to the northeast side. We're going all the way up to just south of Camp Militar. It's north of Impala. And I think he is trying to figure out whether or not he wants to move on out or if he wants to go ahead and take the fight with the Fearless 4 because they are out in the blue. They do need to start rotating the Dark Esports still in that fight, and I think they're down by Puerto Paricio still, if I'm right. We'll have to check in on that in just a second because now we are off this fight. I'll go ahead and put that map screen up there so you guys can figure out if your teams are still in here. But let's head on over to Team 10. Get up 10. Yes, here we go. Now let's see what's going on with the fight was made in Nepal. First cry bit. I thought that said cry baby. Is this cray bad boy? Oh, Saka, I see you. Saka is keeping an eye across on the Maiden Nepal. The rest of his team is holding off the surrounding Maiden Nepal players. You can see that they are coming up and around. And let's see. Oh, he can see him. Saka can see him as he's coming right up and in. Saka's still trying to get those angles up and around. So now let's see what Saka is doing. Let's check up on the bad boy. All right, so the bad boy on this over. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores coming in first? Let me scroll that in just a little more so you can see it. To be announced with that winner chicken dinner. 19 total points. 3 points away from them in second, straight out of Nepal. And 1 point out of second, almost there with 15 total points. There are your scores. You can see that these boys are all in their seats. We are missing Team 19 though. Team L, and we got a 23 or 25, and there you go. You can see that they just started it. And this time, Team 19 is Finial. So I don't think we'll see Finial in Miramar. We are headed into Miramar match with the Iceman playing for Alpha 4 Legends. 5 eliminations, 649 damage. So when we get in there, we'll be jumping with Alpha 4 Legend, the Iceman, and then we are headed into match number 2 of the Unholy Thursday night cash scrims. Let's find Alpha 4 Legend down in slot 13. Iceman cometh, oh, and he is not in here, so which one should we jump with? They all start with, look at these teams. They're trying to kill me, guys. They're trying to kill me. I have no idea what these names are for Alpha 4 Legends. Somebody stomp on all their toes. So, look at these names, guys. Look at these names. So, pew, 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 pew. That's all you're going by, guys, because I'm not going to try to figure that out. I'm not figuring it out because I can't do it. I have no brain power left this week, guys. I'm absolutely exhausted. So that's the best you're going to get. Pew, pew, pew. And now, here is your flight path for the Miramar match. We're coming in from that the far northwest edge over that compound I have never ever been to. Going down across La Cavarilla between San Martin, Hacienda del Patron over the top of Minas Generalis, Impala, and dumping off right over there by the Impala Islands. But I don't think the plane's going to be dumping them onto the islands. I think the AFKs will be swimming with the fishes. Right over there, we're going to go ahead and call that Alcatraz because there are sharks everywhere. Shark, 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 shark. Alright, guys, you can see on the mini map we've got all sorts of teams jumping off. Let me see if I can get on over there, find out what's happening. It looks like we've got the Fearless 4 going to La Cabarilla to be announced. They're going to be taking over El Pozo just by themselves, but we've got a huge weather front going over the top of San Martin. We have Space Esports over there with Skills of Mine, and we also have, which team is this right here? Team 22 Sin International. They're all right there in San Martin. But let's get on over to Tofu for Skill of Mine. We didn't get much of Skill of Mine over here. Oh, and Sin already getting one of those. And look at this, and a Team Entity is also over here. Let's check in on Nexus OP. He's already got an elimination. I heard that 686 going off. And let's see what else is happening, because they are right here, right on top of Sin International in the bills. Sin Internationals, let's see where you guys are over here in the bricks next to Entity, Team Entity, and Space Esports coming up and around, not too far away. We did lose one from the Sin International. Ooh, it's dark in here. Turn on the light, thank you. I was getting scared. I hear mortars going off. Who has the mortar? I got to find out where this mortar is coming from. Let me get on to Entity, see if there's anybody up on that rooftop. And let's go. Let's check in on that roof. I don't see anybody. Oh, there we go. Ace, where's the mortar coming from? I think they ran out of mortars. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and put this live screen up. You can see always on top in a fight with almost there on the elimination feed. Let's see where that fight is going on. Infinity Reaper's also in a fight. The Infinity Reaper one is pretty far away. But I see always on top Spidey. Spidey right over here in a fight with always on top Zaron. Look at this. Spidey is not playing for always on top. Spidey is playing for the Fanatics, and they are right over here. The Fanatics so trying to hold off the push by always on top, and Spidey keeping an eye on Zaron right across the way. Spidey trying to push up and around. Spidey, no! And so now we are down to the Fanatic Shaggy. Shaggy, keep that door closed. So now always on top, up to 4 eliminations. Let me go ahead and put that map right on back up over there. And we do have a quiet moment, even though we still have 4 teams over here in San Martin. Let me go ahead and fix that just a little bit. There we go. Get better. Woohoo! Ace OP. There's a reason why Nexus and Ace OP both have OP on their names. So now let's get on over to Sin International. Find out what's going on. Lucky M4 should be able to get picked back up, but here comes the push, and we do have his Zeno right on downstairs. They're trying to hold up the push. It looked like he was on the 1st floor, but they are on the 5th floor. Let's see what's going on over here. Trying to hold him off with that Tommy gun so that Lucky can get that heal off. He thought about going out that window, and he changed his mind. I would change my mind too with Team Entity coming right up and in on me. Gonna go ahead and throw that singular sticky bomb, and now here they come. The Molly's coming right up and in. We're gonna try again to pick up the Lucky M4 as all of them from Team Entity are downstairs just waiting it out. It looks like Nexus trying to find some first aids. What is Mr. Flash shooting at? Mr. Flash is over in Bill's trying to make sure that he keeps that off angle, trying to keep an eye on the rest of the teams coming up, because don't forget we have 2 more teams over here as well. We got Space Esports and we got Skill of Mine over here. Everybody trying. Ooh, Sin International, every angle coming right in onto you. And so now the Lucky M4 down to about 5 HP, still trying to hold off the push on the stairs by Team Entity, and now it is just down to Zeno. Zeno is the last one still standing, trying to hold off the push by Team Entity coming up those stairs. He does have 2 eliminations. Let me check in on Team Entity. It looks like we lost Ace OP. Nexus OP has been knocked. Mr. Flash still across the way. Deep. Oh, Deep, take it down. Deep is down, so now it is just up to Nexus OP getting ready to throw that nade right up and over. Can he bank that nade right into that room? And whoa! And that is why he has OP at the end of his name, but now it is just between him and Flash and 2 other teams over here in San Martin. We still have Skill of Mine over here. Tofu, why is it so dark for you? That's what I want to know. Alright, what is happening? Sandua! I see you've changed your name, Sandua. Let me check in on the Unicorn. Unicorn is down here in San Martin as well, trying to get some ideas of where everyone is. And if you don't watch your head, Mr. Unicorn, that horn is not going to be uni for long. So now let's see. We do have Tofu. Where are you, Tofu? Did you make it all the way up and in to... He did. He made it all the way up into Bill's with with Entity OP. So Nexus is still next door. Still getting up to 4 eliminations. Nexus OP, the final player, still remaining over here for Team Entity. So now, let's go ahead really quick, put that map screen up there. You can see that we are still going all the way up to this northwest side, but we still have all these teams all the way over at the eastern edge out in the blue. Looks like to be announced, getting ready to get into that fight over in center zone with the Fearless Four, and the rest of the teams are coming in from the southeast side. Zombie! Look at my chat full of zombies! Zombie! Alright, let's go, guys. We are down to one team remaining in Entity. Oh, Entity. He gets found by Space Esports. And so now, there you go. That is it. They've cleaned out San Martin. Let's see what else is going on. And it does look like we've got almost there, right in the middle between to be announced, taking over all these hilltops right over here, just along that El Pozo. Let me check in on what is happening. I feel like Claus is probably at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. He's very close. Might be Valak. Oh, time to change that tire. Claus, always putting in the work, guys. Always putting in that back-breaking work. Alright, what else is happening? We might have a fight over here. Let's check in on straight on Nepal as they are coming in. Into zone right behind Dark Esports. Dark Esports are right in front of them. You can see the wreck right there. Coming right up and over Loston. Driving right up and around Dark Esports. He's trying to get those shots over onto Dark Esports. And he finds this rock and he decides this. Oh, are you going to stay there? The rest of your team has left you, Loston. Oh, he's on top. Spidey was good, Green. No time, no see. No time, no see, Spidey. No time. I ain't got no time. Alright, so here comes Spence coming right up onto this ridge with Dark Esports. Spence in the grassland. Gilly, let's go. Let's see. Trying to get wrecked. Trying to wreck that buggy of wreck. Now, let's see, the rest of Dark Esports know that Spence is right here on this backside, but we did lose Lost in over on that other side, and wrecked going up and across, is able to find, I don't know what other way to say his name, guys. And Spence coming up and in, does get a knock on the one, and now here we go. We are down to just Wolf. Wolf is the last one still standing. He's all the way across. He's going to go ahead and hop in that truck. What you going to do, Wolf? And it looks like he's going to have to go ahead and sacrifice Spence to get to zone. They are in the blue zone. We are in stage 2. Show what Fate is doing. Alright, let's go check in on Team Fate. They're right over here. Let me check. And while you guys check in on what Fate is doing, I'm going to go ahead and fix our map so that we can all see just a little better what is happening. And it does look like straight on Nepal and Dark Esports. Almost there also needs to come on in. So they are all coming in. But that whole western edge of the new zone is completely empty. All these teams coming in over onto this eastern edge. Team Fate, it looks like one of them is right on down. And who's that? That's Ninja. Ninja is right here in the grays below his team. And he does have Team 16 right up on top of him. The Infinity Reapers. Hello, Nighty. I see you got an elimination, but obviously it's not over on the Team Fate. Alright, give me 660 UC Green. I'm your daily supporter. Nighty, it doesn't work that way. You get that screenshot over to the Unholy Discord server with your zombie. You gotta get that over there too, because that's how I'm feeling. I am absolutely a zombie tonight. I'm tired. I'm tired. Alright, so we are still going up to the north. Look at this. We still have the Oasis in here. We got La Cabrera, a lot of these mountains. And look at all these teams that need to come on into this zone. Man, Valak should see the Fearless Four not too far away from him. But, you know, I think maybe Alpha 4 Legend over here might also have some sights over onto Space Esports. Don't forget Space Esports coming down into San Martin to get some of those loot crates. Looks like Alpha 4 Legend down to just a duo. So we are down to Pew Pew instead of Pew 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 Pew. If any of you guys know how to say any of these names, you just let me know. Because for now, it's Pew 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 Pew. That is it. Because my brain, my brain cannot do it today. Ooh, Space Esports knew that one of the pews was over there. But he is getting on out of there. What else is going on? I see the elimination feed, but I don't see any fights going on. Did I miss another team outside the zone? I don't think so. I don't think, except for Dark Esports coming in from the blue. They're the only team that I don't see where that is. So let's get back over to Team Fate. Oh, we got almost there in a fight now. So here is Team Fate. They're still doing all right, but they do have Straight Out Nepal not too far away from them. And let's see what else is happening. And we do have got that smoke grenade launcher working. Let's see. I did see another fight almost there, and I'm not sure where almost there are. Oh, they are always on top. Always on top over here. What is going on with you right here? Trying to get those shots up on the Team 9 to be announced. To be announced. Coming right up and in. Let's see what's going on. Valak has been found. Claws up to 2 eliminations. And our last, and here come the judge. Guys, that is driving me nuts. He's got a turtle on his back and everything, but I have no idea where I got that from. I rarely know where I get half the stuff from that comes out of my mouth, but here come the judge. Let me see what Always on Top is doing. All right. Let me find them again. They were right on over here somewhere. Let's see. Where'd they go? 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 Always on top. Always on top. Am I blind? I must be blind. I don't see. Oh, nope. Was that them that they were just in a fight with? Yeah, I think that. I don't think you want to see what they're doing, Spidey. I don't think so. That's what I told you guys. My brain hurts. My brain hurts. I have no brain. Let's check in on Thunder Beast over here. Always on top. Let's see. What team is that today? Team 18. Did we lose them too? To be announced. I feel like that's the team we just watched. Always on top. Let's see. Team 18. Oh, we got one remaining player. There you go. We were on him down below. There you go, Spidey. Always on top. Down to just a solo. So to be announced up here by the Oasis. The beautiful Oasis. Alright. They're going to have to come down off those hills. And so let's head back on over to Team Fate. Zombie! Who is the best team in NA? Ooh, that's hard. That's really, really hard to choose from. Are you talking about gun skills, game skills, team synergy? There's just too many things that we can judge that on. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. Let me go ahead and zoom on in on this for you guys. There you go. And then it would just be my opinion, so it's not necessarily right. In this lobby alone, we have 2 PMSL teams, so And the rest of these teams are still working them pretty good, giving them some definite challenges. So like to be announced right here, Claus, Valak, these guys have been in PMSL at least 2 to 3 times. Valak several times. Blaze, a very, very good fragger. And we got Straight Out of Nepal. Straight Out of Nepal also went to PMSL. So those are only 2 teams in this lobby. So it's not really a fair question to ask or to answer, because each of these teams have extreme strength, even at the cash scrim levels. So Team Fate right on top of almost there, right down in there. Let's see what's going on with almost there. We are going to be able to get Bear picked back up. 11 coming right up and in, right below Team Fate. So look in the mini map right above you. To be announced is coming right up and over that ridgeline by to be announced. Dark Esports coming in, trying to push their way into the zone right next to Space Esports, right in front of almost there, that are able in this compound to try to gatekeep coming up this hill. So let's see what the old boy trying to take those shots over on the Claus. As I said, Claus, one of our teams in at PMSL down in Brazil. Klaus has been down in Brazil more than once. So answering that question is way too hard for me to answer. Sorry I can't answer, Maggie, but there's just way too many variables to talk about here. So let's see what's going on at the top. We got the Big Daddy. Big Daddy trying to get those sight lines. Look at this. We got the fight over here with the Thunder Beast. Hitman, you are right under. You're getting surrounded over here by 2B, and now Hitman trying to get on out of there and put your gun in your hand. Ooh, I hate that when you get out of the car. That glitch is so annoying. You get out of that car and all you're doing is throwing hands. You want a box? Let's box. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. We are down to the top 11 teams. We are in the stage of anarchy. We have 11 teams remaining. We will have 4 teams in a matter of seconds. Don't blink, guys, because these teams are pushing uphill, trying to get towards Team Fate. Team Fate still in the zone at the top of this hill. Ex-prisoners over on the other side. Gucci, I see Gucci, and he's got the judge. Judgment Day is coming. Blaze also on that other side, but Blaze is trying to hold off Alpha 4 Legend coming in right behind him. And now he's going to go ahead and group on up with his team. And you can see that not too far behind. Oh, he's coming up and around over towards Team Fate. The Big Daddies right on over here. Let's check in. Oh, what is happening for Space Fangs? Yeah, just got that animation going on. So now we're back over here with Team Fate one more time. They are up to 7 eliminations. There you have it. And let's try to see if we can get on back on over here with the Infinity Reapers. Road to Death coming right up onto the Infinity Reapers. Nighty does get taken down and out. Nehan's going to be able to get Yosh picked back up. So now Nehan still has to go uphill, but Nehan has to go through the Fearless 4 and Team Fate. He's got all these teams right up on top of him. Let's check in on the Fearless 4 right at the top. We got a Fragger. He's just chilling in that air conditioning, looking cool in his car. Here comes, is he decided which way he wants to go? He's not sure he wants to go forward, that's for sure. Here we go. The ex-prisoners also trying to push right up and in. They've got to come across this wide open space to be announced on one side. Almost there on the other side. Mercy trying to get those sight lines over on the Claus. Claus right over here. Keeping an eye, but Claus is the sole survivor for to be announced. He is right on this ridge. Out of zone. So he's got to move up and in. I go ahead and try to get those shots. Look at that. He does get the shot over. Gets two of them knocked, but oh, Gucci from the top of the hill is able to find him. So now Cha-Cha, wow, wants to get some of those eliminations. And look at that. There they go out to the Blaze Zone. Team Fate up to 8 eliminations. We're down to the top 5 teams, and we are still going uphill in this zone. Let's see if I can get you a bird's eye view of what is happening. You can see that Team Fate is no longer in zone, but they're the Fearless for the ex-prisoners. We're down to the top 5 teams. We have the Infinity Reapers and almost there. Still trying to come uphill. Let me see if I can get you guys a better idea. And where did Nehan go? Oh, I'm sorry, Nehan. I'm sorry. Bear with that nasty nade over onto Nehan. So now let me go ahead and put that iPad up there so you guys can see the 3D layer of what is happening with your teams. You got Team Fate. And they're pushing into the ex-prisoners. The ex-prisoners are in zone. They've got the Fearless 4 and almost there. They're all right on the top of this hilltop, guys, trying to get into zone. And you can see that they are not having an easy time coming right up and in. We are back on Cha-Cha. Wow, let me check in on Bear. Bear over here for almost there. What the heck was that? Oh, it was a ghost. I look up and we had a ghost coming right at us, guys. So now, Fearless 4 right above Bear. Bear trying to get those shots over on the Fragger OP. Fragger right on down on top of them. And now we are down to the top 2 teams. We have look at this. He is a solo over here. Let's see what's going to happen. Can I get it up on here just in time to see him going out? The ex-prisoners. Alright, coming in first, the Fearless 4. Fragger OP with 4 out of the 7 eliminations. Coming in second, the ex-prisoners with 5 eliminations. Almost there. Coming in third with 12 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 through 18. 19 through 21. Going all out. Almost there. Bear. 5 eliminations. 1,052 damage. Let's go with him into our next match. It will be Rondo, the third match of tonight for the Unholy. Thursday night, $40 cash scrims. Hello, CLO. Are you ready for the next storm coming? Another 12 inches of snow. Yes. So, 88 ways to die. Hello, everyone. Make sure you get your screenshots of your comment zombie over to the Unholy Discord server so we can get your name on the wheel of names for some UC. Shout out to the Unholy Discord server, LAG, and the entire staff over there. Thank you. Be right back. Overwatch. Look at how well he's got his Overwatch right on top of his teammate, because his teammate Specs is right on down below, still trying to get the information where the players are coming up and in. Look at that. He even sees where he is throwing those nades from. He is getting all this information for his teammate as Sokka goes on that off angle, trying to get a better position onto Optimus, and Optimus is now right down below. He's got 3 of them right in front of him, and Sokka goes down. No, Sokka, get up. 11 Sokka, 11 Max. Come on, boys, come on. I see you. We got you. Go get Sokka there. Let's see what Kraid, the bad boy trying to get those shots as he comes right up and in. Wagwan right across the way. It's a 1v1 and the bad boy. So now let's see what Spec is doing across the way. Watching his main Nepal comes up and around on this other off angle, trying to get those shots over and to get up 10. As I said, get up 11. Alright, boys, come on. Let's go on and see where the next team is gonna be. Our next fight, I think the fights are pulling apart over here at the print shop north of Monte Nuevo. We're headed all the way over to El Azahar. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back up there so you can see where your teams are. And we only have 2 real teams inside zone. We do have Show No Mercy right on that western edge. I think they're trying to gatekeep that corridor coming from the intersection over to El Azahar up on those mountains. But we got some chaos going on over here. If I can click on one of them from Nexus Alliance. Nexus Alliance on this far east side. We are down to just a duo, but they do have 2 teams coming up right behind them. You can see that the Golden Fire coming at a Leones there, right there on top of them. And we also have Almost There. Almost There is coming up onto the Almost There Academy. So they are all getting clustered right up and in there. G9 getting a little too close to that Academy team. But they also have the other team that is coming up right behind them. So we got some chaos over on this far east side. So now let's see what is going on with the Golden Fires. All 4 of them there just wrapping right up and around there, coming up really close to Almost There across from them. We're over here at the armpit area, just in these little compounds right here. Here's your shoulder, guys. Here's your armpit. Here's your waist. Here's your honey. If you guys have never seen that before, but there you go. So now let's go. Let's head on over to Nexus Alliance. See what happened to Nexus Alliance, because they do have all of the Golden Fire coming right up and in on top of them, and the Golden Fire coming through the exfoliator, the sandstorm. Oh, Nova, that is not your team out there. Get your gun out. So I think Nova realized, he is like, wait a minute, that's not my partner. Why is everybody right on over here with me? We do have the Fearless 4 way over on the western side, but I'm gonna go ahead and zoom on in, guys, for you. Oh, right on through that window. Through the wall, boys. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that up there while I go ahead and check on. Actually, is Season still here? Yes, he is. Let's stick with Season as all the Golden Fire are coming right up and in. So now, let's go. Season hopping on out, trying to get a better angle over onto the Golden Fire. And the Golden Fire now has all of the Chosen. The Chosen are coming up and in, and Signed to God. Signed to God also from this northern side. So now let's go. Let's see what else is happening. We got the Chosen, Signed to God, Almost There Academy, right here on top of the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire are up to 6 eliminations, but it looks like the Chosen are also in a fight over on this side. So we did Signed to God on these off angles. Look at that, Mahal. I see you up there, Mahal. Mahal trying to get those shots right on down. Look at this. We got the mini 8 times. We got top OP in the house, boys. Let's see if Mahal can get those shots on the net. He got into the car. The smoke was not in the right place, Mahal. Mahal made sure to punish him for that smoke. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. I'll put the map up, give you guys a second to check to see if your teams are still in here, because we still have 11 teams in this. And it looks like we should be able to get Kind picked back up. Kind way off on this off angle onto the Chosen, but I don't think we're going to be able to pick up Kind. And look at this, Chosen 2. Oh, Mahal had that shot right on down on top of. There goes Kind. I'm sorry, Kind, if you're out there. I know that you come in. So, let's go. Guys, if my stream has that delay again, please let me know. Alright, so now let's see what else is happening with the rest of this. We are still all clustered on the southeast side. So let's check in on Rage Bait. Look, trying to stay out of that Molly. And he's on fire. He's trying to push up this hill, and he goes down to the Golden Fire. So now Chosen down to just a duo, and we do have player 2 down to about half health, player 4 down to about half health. And we've got 3 or 4 teams up and around over here by the Chosen. We've got Almost There and the Golden Fire. They are and Signed to God. They are all trying to get some of this right on down on top. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Yes, please hit that like and subscribe. Guys, look. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Almost There. 32 total points. No winner chicken dinners. This is almost all on eliminations to be announced, with a winner chicken dinner at 28. The Fearless 4 with a winner chicken dinner at 22 total points. We are headed into Rondo for the Unholy Thursday night $4 cash scrims, and this time we're going with Almost There Bear. 5 eliminations. That fragger had 1,052 damage. Let's get on over to Almost There before they start without us. Almost There Bear. And let me get him on the screen as well. There you go, your last match, top fragger. I have this outfit, Bear. I can wear that too. Whoo! These boys are hot tonight. I don't know what kind of Wheaties they had, but they ate them. Alright, guys, let's go. Whew. These guys are keeping me hopping tonight. You guys, anybody doing anything fun for this mid-January weekend coming up? Getting another snowstorm here. Yay. Yay. Just what I wanted. More snowstorms. Alright, we're coming in from just west of Joughton, going all the way across the top, the north, from the west to the northeast, and dumping off just to the southwest of Maytown. So there's your flight path. Look at all the zombies in the chat. Zombie. Alright, guys, let's go. I do like this plane. I do like it. I like how colorful it is. It's nice. Let's see what's happening. We do have a team already headed off. And the Fearless 4 jumping on off. Let's see what else is going on. So far, nobody's really jumping on top of each other. These teams finding their places now that we're starting to get into the rondo routine. So it looks like to be announced are off with the solo from Space Esports. Hopefully that solo doesn't land on to be announced because he's got to judge. The judge be there. He's gonna be judging you. And it does look like our last match top fragger coming right on down in here with Road to Death. So let's get him up on the screen, give him some screen time love while this very early fight goes off. Bear trying to get some of the, oh, he found himself a UMP, a level 1 vest, level 1 helmet. Not the greatest for a hot drop, but we are already in a fight. Ninja getting an early elimination over onto one of the pews from Alpha 4 Legend. And our first zone does pop, and we're coming down to the southwest edge. All these teams that went to the northwest do have to rotate on in. And look at this, we got Ronin Pew Pew. So we've got the pews and the pew pew. And it looks like Bear trying to get those shots through the smoke. Does not connect any of them with that damage. Always on top in a fight with Space Esports. Ex-prisoners in a fight with the ex-prisoners as well. This is probably at one of the hot drop locations like the Neox Factory. So let's see what's happening over at the Neox Factory. We know that there's always a lot of chaos over here. And yes, we do. We got 4 Ronins. Pew Pew right on top of, always on top of the ex-prisoners and Team Entity. Plus straight out of Nepal. There you go. We'll keep that right up over here so you guys can keep an eye on what is happening over at the Neox Factory while I get Bear. Oh, Bear! He came right up behind you. No, those footsteps. We do have Wolf coming up and around trying to get those shots. Oh, he does get another one knocked. Now it's down to Wiz. Wiz is coming up and in. 11. Where's 11? 11 also coming right on in. So now it is just all 4 of them. No, we're down to just a duo. 4 almost there as he's trying to find the rest of them. From Road to Death. Road to Death straight across. And look at that. 11 with those angles right on to Aim God. And so now Hassan trying to get on out of there. We got James Bond. James Bond trying to pull away in that vehicle. Is 11 trying to get those shots. He's down to about 5 HP. 11 down to his last 19 shots. Still trying. 8 shots remaining. 11 getting on out of there, guys. Getting on out of there. So now, let's see. We do still have Wiz over here. What's Wiz doing? I think that is it for Bamboos. So now, let's see what else we can see going on with the rest of it while we still have the sky view of what is happening in that Neox Factory. You can see that the Neox Factory has quieted down quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and head on over to the Neox Factory. Just pick somebody to land on, and I'm going to go ahead and put that map up there so you can check in to see where your teams might have been moved on over. When and where will you see winner be announced? Right after tonight's final match while we're waiting for the scores to come on out. Entity OP, Entity having some issues right on over here. What's happening, Mr. Flash? Mr. Flash up to 3 eliminations, trying to use that nade to get up and over onto Team 15, the 4 Ronins. And we do have Ace OP down in the Neox factory. It looks like Mr. Flash gonna head on out of there after throwing that nade. We'll go ahead and probably recall Ace OP. So the 4 Ronins still in that fight though. Let's see what is going on with Always on top. We got Always on top getting ready to throw those nades up and over onto the 4 Ronins. What a nade! Nades raining down. Sun getting 2 with that nade. With that nade right up and through that slot. That was a nice nade up and over, and it does look like Mr. Flash does get up and over towards Ace OB. Ace OB is back up onto his feet. Look at that, he was able to get him back onto his feet, and now Mr. Flash pushing right up and in. Mr. Flash up to 3 eliminations. Also gonna get that nade up and over. Will he get Sun? Imagine if he got Sun with the same nade that he got onto the 4 Ronins. Alright, let's go ahead and slide on in just a little more. No, I can't quite do that, guys. Let's go ahead and... There's still too many people out in that blue area, so... Oh! Mr. Flash going down to that 12 gauge sandwich. De-wivered. Alright guys, let's go. Let's see what else is going on, because all our teams are starting to rotate on in. So now we got to keep up with the chaos of what is happening. Team 16, I couldn't click on them. Let's go with Almost There Bear right on over here. Our last match top fragger. Kind of getting held behind this tree, trying to get 11 picked up as James Bond. James Bond coming up and around. Let's see what James Bond. I thought James Bond was in a vehicle, and he's trying to get those shots down onto 11 and Bear. Both of them fraggers from Almost There. James Bond, get in your car and go. Get aim god in that car and go. You forgot your team, James Bond. Alright, let's go. Yes, please click that like button if you guys are out there. It helps get more people into this stream to see these amazing teams, these amazing players, and help those NA servers like the Unholy to do more of this for you guys. Alright, so Almost There. Taking that one, and we are down to the top 16. 16 teams remaining. So now let's see what else is going on. It looks like right on over here. Sin International right over here with Parasite. So we do have Zeus right over here trying to get those shots. Trying to get the shots down onto the parasites. The parasites are still trying to come right up and in. Let's see what's going on with Tippa. Tipping through the forgot what I was gonna say, guys. Tipping through the swamp area, I guess. And oh, the shots right in and across, but he does get found by Sin International. So Sin International, we do have 3 teams right on over here. Almost There Academy trying to come right up and in, and oh, he does get found. So now we are down to just Xeno trying to get on out of there. He has to go and get him, pick back up. Let's find out what's going on with my zoom. All I want to do is a zoom. Coming right up on this ridge on the Overwatch. Can see down where Parasite is, but you can see that the blue is not that far away. We're almost into stage 3 where this blue really starts to hurt these players, and now look at that. He does get a knock as Zorn is coming up and around, and all 3 of them from a Parasite right over there on top of 6, 3, 7. Look at that. Look at that shot right on down that hill. So now Zoom's still coming up and over. Might be able to get him into the vehicle. Oh, are you gonna do it, Zoomy? Zoom's still coming up, still trying to figure out where the rest of Parasite are. They're going to go ahead and throw throw that smoke up and over, try to get his teammates picked back up, and our zone is coming all the way down to the southwest edge. Let me check in on Always On Top for Spidey in my chat. There you go. While we watch that, I think I can finally scroll on in. Most of these teams are starting to get on that blue. That blue by stage 3 does start really taking effect. Let me put this map screen back up there so you can check in on if your teams are still in this, because we still have 16 teams in it. So, oh, bath time. Bath time for the car. Bath time for the car. Let's go. So now, let's get back over into the action, guys. So, let's see. Should we go in here? Let's see what's happening as we got Team 15. Team 15 coming up and around the 4 Ronins. Pew pew. Chuka 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 chuka. Coming right up and in. Right up and in onto Sin International. We do have one of them, and I think it says Abril right over here. So now let's see what is happening as Sin International trying to come up and around the 4 Ronins. One of them, Luca, going down, and now Abril coming right out and in, trying to get that shot, that 12 shot. Ooh, that's 12K. As Sin International coming up right behind him. It's down to Pew 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 Pews, trying to get that res off onto his teammate. He does get one of them picked back up. Luca back up. Pew Pew jumping up and over the walls. And now we are down to just a solo still remaining for Sin International. But here comes the blue. Let's see what's going on with the solo as he's coming down right on the other side of the wall from Pew, Luca, and Abril. So now, does Luca know that they are right here on the other side of this wall? The nades are going off, so I guess they know. They know. So now, he is trying to get those jump shots over the top of the walls. We've got other teams rotating up and around. You can see almost there the Academy team, and we are all fire dancing to get that fire off, and he is down to about 5 HP, running up on that push. Don't run on a push with 5 HP. Almost there, trying to come up on the right where we were with the 4 Ronins. Alright guys, let's go Peachy. Hello Peachy Zombie. Yes, Zombie Peachy. So let's check in on Parasite. Parasite right in the middle of all these teams over here. We've got Fate Esports, Alpha 4 Legend. If you name a team, it might be on this northeast side of the zone. Fate still up 3 players. We're going in across the rice fields and through the water, trying to get on over to a better place in the zone, but there's not really a way to get on in. You can see that Parasite's all the way up on this northeast side, needs to come on in, and we still have all these teams that are trying to push on in as well. So woo! Go almost there, says Peachy. Let me see if I can find almost there for you. I was just on a beach. Let's see if I can find them again. Where did they rotate? This is the Academy team. Where is almost there? Almost there, right over here by the 4 Ronins and Thunder Beast. Thunder Beast is not that far away as well. Anthro right in between Thunder Beast, or right in between almost there and the 4 Ronins. Look at this. The dancing mobile. Alright, what is happening with the Almost There Academy team though? Yeah, straight out of the ball. Right on over here, Zoran. Zoran down to 1 HP, gets taken down and out, and now we're down to Carnage, but Carnage has 4 eliminations coming right up and in. Does take one of them from straight out of the ball. Two of them. There goes Lost and Ann. Who was the last person? This girl's way too slow for me. I can't even find out. I think it might have been Wolf from straight out of Nepal. And we still have fights going off. Let's check in on the Fearless Four. Fearless Four's Team Fate are coming right up and in. Adi Sir trying to get those shots, using all the hard cover to his advantage, and he was able to. I don't think that was from his gun. That is not a fool right on over here. Not a fool. Alright guys, let's see what's going on with Team Entity. Mr. Flash, you have seen better days. At least you got the bandages ready. Got Nexus OP coming out. Ooh, here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. If I really want to know where I got that from. Blaze be blazing. Look at this. Blaze is up to 5 eliminations. To be announced. Up to 10 eliminations. And it looks like Blaze just saw the tip of almost their helmet. So he knows that they're over there. Maybe just the shots going up, but almost there. Wolfie. Oh, he's got that buggy. So that's probably what Blaze be seeing. No Mercy. Hello, No Mercy. Big fan, No Mercy. Big fan. Look at that. Almost there. Wiz has 10 eliminations. Wiz be firing off. Wolf getting carnage. I think that's what that said. So that must have been the Almost There Academy team. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit, and we'll. No, I think Big Viper may be having some issues. So now Wolf's still trying to keep him off his buggy, and we're down to the top 6 teams. Let me see if I can get a sky view of this wide open space. You can see that across the way. We got Thunder Beast over to that east. We got always on top Center Zone in a hardcover compound. We got the 4 Ronins up here by the Dragon's Teeth, and that's only 6 of the only 3 of the 6 teams. There we go. I need my toes to figure this out, guys. I need my toes because my head is hurting. Alright, you can see in that background that to be announced judge over there in a fight with Parasite. So now Parasite going on down. So let's see what's going on with Rexy as we got the judge coming up on this backside, right on the other side. We got To Be Announced trying to get right up in onto the zone. It looks like To Be Announced getting ready to push right up onto the 4 Ronins. The 4 Ronins right at the top of the Dragon's Teeth. Let's see what's going on with a Brill and a Pew Pew. Pew Pew. Hello, Pew Pew. Are you the original Pew Pew? So now we are down to the top 4 teams. We still have always on top in the compound. We have the 4 Ronins at the Dragon's Teeth. We've got the Thunder Beast and a Parasite. So there are your 4 teams right on over here. I can't quite get them all in there just yet, guys, but that's about the best I can do to give you the sky view, to give you an idea where everyone is if we were up in a plane. Alright, let's go. Did audio go bye-bye because I can't hear anything? What? I hope not. It looks restart your YouTube, please, and let me know. Let me know if there's any issues. Because it looks like it's all good on this side. And let me know. I hate typing on this phone. Alright, there we go. Let's see what else is happening. Thunder Beast putting down the... Oh, and what a sneaky peek right over here from always on top, trying now to come right up and in. We are down to the top 3 teams. And so now scroll on over, see if we can find out what else is happening. We still have the 4 Ronins. We have Team 8 Thunder Beast always on top. And let's go. Looks like we've still got the Zaza Noob down to about 5 HP as the 4 Ronins are pushing down the hill right into always on top, trying to get that res off. He does get the res off. We got Zaza Noob hanging out in the vehicle. He does get found, and so now here comes the 4 Ronins coming right on down and in. So now the 4 Ronins right here with always on top, zeroing down to about this grass level. Coming in first are the 4 Ronins. 17 eliminations, 8 of those by Abril. Coming in second, always on top with 11 eliminations, and Thunder Beast coming in third. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16, and 17. Going all out, almost there. Wiz, 10 eliminations, 833 damage. We'll be jumping with almost there, Wiz, when we come right back for tonight's final match of the Unholy Thursday night cash scrims. Don't forget to get your screenshot of Zombie in my chat over to the Unholy Discord server. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I will be right back with your scores. Be right back. Let's go. Let's see what else is happening along this way, because over here in Al-Azhar, we have teams on top of teams. We have color sandwiches everywhere. We've got Show No Mercy, the Silence. The Silence are down to just a solo, as Show No Mercy is pushing right up and in. And you can see that on top of that, we got Made in that ball, that nade coming right up and in, that perfectly cooked nade. And now he's got an answering nade and a molly to ball. Oh, shrapnel nade sandwich delivered. So now let's see. We do have Show No Mercy taking over this compound, but we've got almost there the Academy, Mate in Netball, Team Aces, and the Fearless 4 right on over here. So now let's go. Let's see what else we can see from this, because we got Team Aces right on over here trying to come up right behind Show No Mercy. Almost there, in that golden firefight still is happening over on this eastern side of the map. So we still have all this going on. So let's go ahead and scroll on out just a little bit. I'll put the map back up for you. And there you go. Give you an idea of what is happening over here. Team Ace is deep up to 4 eliminations, and now they have to go up into the hills of the northern side of Al-Azhar. We do have almost there, shifting up already on this rotation, going to the north. Oh, Wiz! Right when I got to Wiz, we just got eliminated. So now we are down to the top 7 teams, but only 14 players remaining. 7 teams, 14 players. Let's go. Let's check in on what's going on, because out of these 14 players and 7 teams, we do have a full 4-man team of Almost There Academy, and they're coming right up and around. And they're trying to gatekeep the Fearless Four from coming on in. Ooh, Deep, what did you just do over here? I just got off of you, and Deep takes out another one. Deep is still over here on this edge with Show No Mercy. He does have that S12K, and he can hear him coming up right behind him. We are down to the top 5 teams, 11 players remaining. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. Let me give you guys a sky view down below in that lower right hand corner to show you guys what is happening. Look at this. Zoom coming right up and in onto Maiden of All Optimus. Now Deep trying to hold off the push by Show No Mercy. He's able to get another one knocked by from Show No Mercy. Here comes the nade out and around right on top of him. Look at that! Right in and through, and he does get the nade onto... Oh, I don't know if that was a squad wipe or not, but I'm giving it to you, Aces Deep. That was OP. So let me get that over here. Let me do this. Why is this happening? Stop it. There we go. Alright, Ace. OP. Let's go. Oops. There we go. Let's try this again. All these buttons. Alright, let me get on over to Maiden of Ball. We are down to the top 3 teams, but Maiden of Ball is out in the blue, trying to push their way right up and through. Almost There, the Academy team. And don't forget that the Academy team was a full 4-man team when we started. Now we're down to just a duo, so now, or just two teams left. Let me get Zoran up onto this screen. Let's do a side by side, guys. Let's see what's happening. As we do have Aces Deep, who just got that squad wipe. He is up to 8 elimination. And Zoran going through, getting that res off, and now the fragger's starting to push right up and in. And here comes the nade, but you know that we got Deep figuring it out. Deep, also a fragger, trying to figure out how he wants to come on out. He's going to go ahead and smoke it on up, so let's go. Oh, and there it is, guys. There it is. Almost There Academy coming in first with 6 eliminations, and then these scores coming in first. Almost There, 27 total points. No winner chicken dinners, almost completely eliminations. The Golden Fire coming in second with 25, only 2 points away from Almost There. Coming in third, Team Aces with 21 total points. And then Sign to God with that winner chicken dinner, and Almost There Academy with the winner chicken dinner. And they've only got 6 points between first and fifth. Woo, these scores are tight, and we are headed now into Rondo. We had a little mix up with the past. The Fanatics, they are all jumping right there with him. If you look at his mini map, let me put this mini map up there. Give him some real screen time love. You can see that they are all clustered right on top of each other. So let's see where they headed on down. It looks like they're going over here to Yulin. And look at that. They're all dropping right in front of him. Oh, Deep stuck on that side. So now he's trying to pick up a gun, and he does. He gets that UMP. And the Fanatics. The Fanatics right there in front of Deep, still trying to get those shots right on down below. Look at that. You can see Shaggy right under that staircase. Shaggy trying to get on out of there. Shaggy is down to about half health. And Deep jumping on through. Deep on this top of balcony. Just holding the balcony down, guys. He's holding it on down. So now let's see what else is happening. Our zone goes all the way over to this northeast side, and look at the Neox factory and the test track. We have 6 teams over there. We've got Urza with Nexus Alliance. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, almost there, 49 total points to be announced. 43, 6 points out of first place. The 4 Ronins moving up into third with that winner chicken dinner, 33 points. There are your scores. You can see that we are still kind of loading them in a little slow tonight, but we are on hard start. We should be starting soon. So no mercy in my chat. Big fan, no mercy. Big fan. A few more days. I can't wait to see you back in action. No mercy, mercy me. This time we are headed into tonight's final match with almost there once again. This time with Wiz, 10 eliminations, 833 damage. So let's get on into this match for tonight's final match. Get your screenshots of your zombie chat in the YouTube chat. Get it over to the Unholy Discord server and get your name on tonight's UC Wheel of Names. Shout out to the Unholy Discord server, LEG, and the amazing staff over there for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. There we go. Just a few seconds away from the final flight path. Zombie. I like to see it, guys. Get that screenshot over there quickly because they will be shutting down the list of names pretty quick, so make sure you get your name on that wheel. And here we go, guys. Tonight's final flight path. We're coming in from just north of that Milta Power Peninsula, going up and over the top of Mansion between Yasnaya and Razhak, going over the shooting range and dumping off at the Zarky Farm. So we're gonna have chicken nuggies, and anyone wanna bet me that Alpha 4 Legend's gonna head on up there and get the free chicken nuggies, because we've seen them do it more than once. We have for sure. Alright, so let me check in on where everybody's going. Thunderbeast headed over to the Infinity Reapers headed over to Lipovka. Sin International coming down to that Milta Power, the southern side of the peninsula, straight out of Nepal, headed to Milta. Let's check in on the teams. It looks like we have 3 teams headed over towards that Yasnaya area. We've got the Fearless 4 that likes to wrap around and go up to Severny. Ooh, our first zone all the way down in the southeast side. We still have some of that military base like Novo. So let's see what else is going on. Road to Death also over in Yasnaya, right on top of the Fearless 4. The Fate already getting one of them from Parasites. And let's see what's happening over on this East Raz side as well. Big Daddy from Team Fate. Let's see, where is Cha. Wow, are you going to get into that car? Yes, he is. He's going to get into that car. They're going to go ahead and push on over to Parasite. in the, oh, there goes his teammate. So Big Daddy and Ninja now out for Team Fate. Team Fate on this push right up and over onto Parasite. Parasite down to about 5 HP. Let's get on in here. Oh, Cha-Cha, wow. Cha-Cha, wow. Man, that his teammates are going out. He sees Rexy across the way. Yeah, are they going to chase down Rexy? As Rexy is coming up and around that backside, so we might have another fight going on over there. The ex-prisoners up in Severny. Also in a chaos fight right on over here with Dark Esports. So Dark Esports King. Wow, I just saw King get a knock, but I don't know if he got that elimination. So now Mercy coming right up and around that. All three of them from Dark Esports right on over here. Let's see what's going on. On the backside of this, we got King with the S12. He does not have a helmet. He does not want to get his head up and over this broken wall. So now, let's see what else is going on. Does look like we've still got the fight between Fate right on over here and Parasite. Parasite did come... Oh, Parasite came over to the East Roz area to come on top of Parasite. And, oh, Dark Esports. Look at this. All four of them taking them down and out. So we should be able to get Dark Esports, all of them, pick back up. Let me put that map back up there so you guys give you guys an idea where everyone is while I hop on back on over to one of the other fights that's happening. We'll head on over to East Roz, see what's happening with Rexy and the boys. Rexy, ooh, Rexy getting found by always on top, coming up and over. So now Team Fate down to just a duo, as always on top, are now coming right up and in onto East Roz. You can see always on top coming up and around on 4 different angles. I've got Zeron getting ready to throw that nade right up and in on Cha-Cha. Wow, Cha-Cha, wow, throwing that nade. But always on top has already moved away from that tree, headed down the broken wall. Ooh, and it came right up and in behind him. So now we're down to just Nade. Nade upstairs trying to get that Nade Brandon ready to get that shotty out of their hand. And now he's still trying to get the shotguns over on him. And here comes the rest of them right up and in, always on top, finishing this fight over here in East Roz. Our fight over here between the Thunder Beast and Fearless 4. We got the Hitman versus Fragger OP. Hello, Fragger OP. I see you. I haven't seen you in my chat tonight, but I see you. I did see you, Hitman. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys give me. Alright, so they are headed head-to-head over here in Yasnaya. We got almost there on a huge stubber split. They are out in these compounds. Dark Esports moving out of Severny to be announced, coming in across that let's see, they're headed over towards that Rozhawk recall, and it looks like Rozhawk does have a couple of fights going on. Let's head on over to Rozhawk with the 4 Ronins, because the 4 Ronins are getting pushed up by Space Esports. Pew Pew right up in that guard shack. And look at this, always on top, coming up and on top of Roz Hill. So always on top, also trying to get into all this chaos. And Luca just getting out of there. It looks like Sin International came on over into Lipovka on top of Infinity Reapers. We got Rags all the way over there. Nahan in the center of this. We got Blink in here again. And let's see what's going on. It looks like we have Alpha 4 Legend over here as well. Alpha 4 Legend right in between Nehan and Sin International. Nehan, are you watching what is going on right across from you? So we'll stick on Nehan, but we also have Always on Top coming right up and around behind the 4 Ronins. The 4 Ronins trying to hold off the push by Always on Top. Always on Top just coming in so strong this last match. Let's see what's happening, because we got Space Esports also pushing right up and in onto Always on Top, coming in on both sides of the barn. All of them from Always on Top in the barn, and it looks like Fangs has decided that's not the place he wants to stand. Let's see what's going on across the way. Is Bob... Oh! Zeron with that nade right on top of him. We got Space across the way trying to get those shots right across into the barn. And Space has decided that's not the space for him. And Fangs also along this edge trying to get those angles up on this cliff side. Can he get those cliffs? Nehan, they're coming right up and behind you. Ooh, Fangs. That Molly. Fang trying to get those shots with the 12 gauge, and he does get one of them as the rest of them overpowered by Always on Top. Now we got Dark Esports coming right up and in onto Always on Top. You can see JD still pushing right up and in. Was the old boy way far away. Wrecked on top, wrecked coming on down and in. Nehan going doan and out. I'm sorry, Nehan. So let's go ahead and get this map back up here. We got fights going off everywhere. And look at this zone. Let me put this map up here. I know we're in a fight on the active screen, but we have all this water. We are centering around the Milta Power Peninsula, guys. Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. There you go. Give you guys an idea where your teams might be, because we still have 11 teams in this. Last week we did not make it to Zone 5. Always on Top, Sun on the top of that. Let me check in on Sun, up to 4 eliminations. Keeping an eye on Dark Esports as they are coming right up and in. Dark Esports coming in at different angles, different sides, trying to get those nades into the barn. We still have a duo over here in the barn from Always on Top. And let's see, we do have the cover from Sun for Zeron to throw this nade right up and over onto King. King right on down. King down to about 5 HP. Team Entity in a fight with straight out of Nepal. So we you guys pick a number. I can't keep up with all these fights. Always on top. Right over here, still with Dark Esports, Always on Top, down to just a trio. Let's check in on what King is doing over here. King trying to get those angles. Look at that angle from King. Right behind the tree, into the barn. We do have the blue zone that has pushed them up and in. We should be able to get that old boy picked back up. But Always on Top, still up to a duo. Still trying to keep them from coming on in. Oh, and he's able to find JD, and I think he found Wrecked as well. That was Wrecked that he found. JD trying to crawl on back away from it, but Dark Esports are up to a duo. We are only in stage 2, down to the top 19. Always on Top, up to 10 eliminations. King down to 1 HP back there. King, oh, and King's on fire. So now we're down to just the old boy. It is a 1v2 over here now. So we do have that fight with the Fearless 4 and the Thunder. Oh boy, trying to get those shots. I thought oh boy was going to be taking those shots for just a second, but it looks like oh boy, The solo for Dark Esports still coming up and around a 1v2, but only gets one of them knocked. But Sun up to 5 eliminations, Zarin up to 6 eliminations, able to finish that fight off. And they still have time to get on over to the zone because we are only in zone 2. Let's see what's going on over here. We're down to 6 teams. When is the live ending? Very soon. User 8552 very soon. And so now Zeus is trying to come up and around. And almost there. Almost there. Last match. Top Fragger Wiz with that nade right up and over on that broken wall. And now we are down to the top 5 teams. We have 3 teams in zone. We still have 2 be announced in zone. Almost there. Straight out of Nepal. And look at this. We are still going mostly water. We still have more than 50% water. That's about 60% water in the zone. We're headed over to that Milta Peninsula. We still have Always on Top over here in Razak, the Fearless 4 coming in from Yasnaya. The rest of these teams are coming on in. Let's go and check in on Valak. We only have 5 teams left. Let me scroll on over just a little bit, see if I can get it on in. We do have Always on Top still coming in from that Razak area. So most of these teams, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom it on this way. Let me show you on the map screen. We got all these teams right on top of each other. Valak coming right up in under straight out of Nepal, straight out of Nepal. Lost in up in that logging camp right above Valak. Valak just hearing him taking those shots. So now look at that. Lost in right there in front of Valak. But now here comes Almost there. Right behind Valak. Valak getting sandwiched right in between straight on Nepal and Always. Almost there. There we go. Almost there. Always on Top coming down. Fearless 4 coming down. And it looks like almost there. Pulling back a little bit further onto that Milta Peninsula. Trying to get out of that spray by Loston, because Loston is actually helping to be announced with these sprays. And I feel like the Fearless 4 and Always on Top are going to be the next ones that run into each other. So let's head on over here. It looks like Always on Top decided to separate and go out and around. Let me check over here on to Spence, see what Spence has got in his sight lines, as he is keeping an eye on Valak and Judge. Here come the Judge. Here come the Judge. Let me check in on the Judge. Judge is also watching Loston launching those nades up and over. Let's check in on. Let's make sure that we got Adisur coming right on down. Let's see what is he gonna do, because I feel like Eddie might end up right on top of 11. He's driving straight at 11. 11, do you see the Fearless 4 coming right up in on top of you? Addy, you can hear him. Oh, you cannot hear him, but 11 hears you. So now here comes the nade. Addy trying to get those shots up onto 11. 11 launching that nade up and over. We've got almost there. Almost there, up to 3 players, 5 eliminations. Adisur still throwing those mollies right up and over onto 11. Not quite find him. And in Valak and the Judge, they get taken down and out by straight on Nepal. 11 is able to get that knocked down on. But we are getting, look at that Fragger OP from all the way across the way from the Fearless 4, trying to stay away from straight out of Nepal. We still have 4 teams in this, guys. We still have the fight going on over here between Always on Top and straight out of Nepal as well. So let's get on over to that fight right on down below. We also have frags up at the top trying to get those shots. As here comes always on top, right on top of straight out of net ball, straight on the ball. Spence, get back. You're back, cover your back, Spence. You got too many players out there behind you. Oh, my anxiety. Alright, so almost there, Wiz. Yep, almost there, Wiz. Find Spence out on that outside, and here comes the rest. Almost there, coming right up and in. And so now almost there, coming into the fight with always on top, trying to get trying to get that res pick back up, and Fragger OP on top of that, trying to get the third party. We do get that pick back up, always there, always on top, up to 14 eliminations. We got Fragger up on top of this ridgeline, almost there, coming right on down and in. Look at this, Fragger OP, Fragger trying to get a better situation on it, because almost there. Still a full 4-man team. They're still coming up and around on this duo down in the one shack, and Fragger's still out. Fragger's still in this vehicle trying to get down and around. Bear's been knocked, and so Sun trying to stay out of the nades, and the molly's getting thrown at him. Wolf getting into that buggy, getting ready to come up and around. Fragger trying to push on in, also trying to get some of the third party, always on top, still holding up, almost there. We still have a 2v3 going on, and I'm not sure where the other one, where is the other one from almost there? I'm not sure where he went, guys, but it does look like, oh, almost there. Almost there. Is just down to a solo over here. I'm not sure where Wiz is. Where is Wiz? Wiz came all the way up on this ridge line. That's where he is, guys. He came up onto this ridge line, and we do have always, oh, Fragger OP coming up. He pushed all the way into the one stacks right behind all of this, and look at this. This is no longer in zone. All these players are not in zone. The zone is across this street, so they got all of these players, all 7 of them, need to cross the street for the next zone. We are in stage 5. We have 3 teams left. So Zeron still trying to throw those nades up and over. Look at that molly. That molly almost landed right on 11, and Wolf Bear is down. Wiz is on the top of that, trying to get that Overwatch. Fragger OP trying to come in from the top of it. Let me see if I can get over to Fragger really quick. Come on, get over there. My mouse is not this fast. Fragger is still pushing right up and in on all of them from almost there. And that is it. Coming in first. Almost there with 10 eliminations, 10 placement points, 20 total points for almost there. This last match of the Unholy Thursday night Cash Scrims. Coming in second, the Fearless for Fragger. Fearless pushing right up and into that compound with 7 eliminations total. Always on top. Look at all these eliminations. 16 eliminations. No, 15. I can't count. Alright, there you go. Scores 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 through 18. going all out, always on top. 0-7 eliminations, 931 damage, and that was tonight's final match. I will be right back with the wheel of names and tonight's final unofficial live scores. Be right back, guys. At the Neox factory, and then we've got the Chosen almost there, and the 4 sexy frogs over on the test track. Let's go ahead and get on to somebody else. Let's see. I think Nike is right at the top. He is trying to hold off the push by Team Fate. Is Team Fate trying to come up and through the smokes? Look at that. Jumping across that start, trying to figure out where the knock went deep. Now does get rezzed off, and so now we still have, we got the nades coming out. Oh, and Nike eating that Molly special delivery. We do have most of Team Aces up on this balcony, and Nike, look at this, he is still running around trying to find more loot because they've only been on the top side of this, and I think Deep just jumped. Oh, they did. They jumped right on out, and he got the knock. And look at this, Rajadan. He's able to get 3 of those eliminations. So now let's get on over to somewhere else and find another fight, because we got fights going off everywhere. I feel like we got a crazy fight over here at the oil tankers. Oh no. And there goes one for Team 18, first person. So now let's see. 8th Gen FP. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. We got a bunch of chaos over here too. Let's see what's happening with Made in Nepal. Made in Nepal over here with 2 other teams. I can see that we do have Get Up 10 over here with the Golden Fire and Made in Nepal. Saka, hello Saka, big fan, and it looks like. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready for the Wheel of Names? Thank you to each and every one of you 93 beautiful souls. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting Unholy Thursday Night Cash Scrims. These teams, these players, and me, we all truly appreciate you. Each and every single one of you. Here's shuffle number 1, shuffle number 2, shuffle number 3. There you go. Don't come at me. I shuffled. And here is tonight's UC winner. And it is Ahmed OB69. Congratulations, Ahmed. Thank you for coming out and supporting all of us. We truly appreciate you. Get over to the Unholy Discord server, open a ticket, tell them that you won tonight's UC giveaway. Congratulations one more time. And here are tonight's final unofficial live scores. Just in case there are any issues, these teams do have a chance to get them fixed, but almost there, coming in with that winner chicken dinner and 69 total points. GG's to be announced. Coming in second, 48. Always on top. Coming in third with 42. There are your scores. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out, supporting Unholy Discord server, the Thursday Night Cash Scrims, LEG, and the amazing staff like Starry in my chat. Hello, Starry. I love you too, LEGOPC. Hello. You missed the tequila time earlier because I didn't even say it. Tequila. do there. We say it at the very end of tonight's stream. Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe, stay warm, have a beautiful weekend. I will see you soon. Love you guys. Good night.